Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Devin the Poet, and this is for your class. Hampton, I see you there, miss. This is for your class. Hello, Professor Buchanan. I'm a poet from Brooklyn, New York. Simple as that. My name is Devin the Poet. 2006 New Yorican team member. 2006 Knicks Slam champion. 2007, 2006 Bowery Slam finalist. So, you know, I've been doing spoken word probably for 3-4 years now. When I came out of high school, a teacher put me onto it, and I've just been doing it ever since, and been doing shows all around the country. So hopefully this will be an aid to you, Erica, and to your class. The first poem is called Remember the Days. It's a throwback piece to, it's basically about my childhood. So any 80s babies, you guys can vibe with me, okay? It goes like this. I remember the days, flash back with me, when you wasn't touching the rim but you was throwing it down on a milk crate tied to a metal gate. You wasn't playing in the park because the park was too far and Nana couldn't see me from the window when she was cooking. But I was in the front yard playing games like kickball, freeze tag, and red light, green light, 1, 2, 3. The times when rock, scissors, paper settled everything. And as crazy as it seemed, suicide was an actual game. I remember when it didn't matter if you couldn't go off your block because your block was hot. It had it all. Relay racing the day away, even fat kids was in decent shape. Throwing rocks at abandoned buildings and empty lots where it had that broke down car that you and your boys sat in front of like you was hot. I remember cops and robbers, little green soldiers, Lego blocks and Hot Wheels cars with wash on tattoos talking about what you mean. Mine's is real, but don't touch it. I'm talking about fortune tellers. Pick a number, then pick a color. B-L-U-E, and the fortune being you stink. Paper airplanes, playing sporks in the cafeteria. Your reflexes were crazy. Dodging plastic shards near eyelids. Still a baking war when it was too cold for recess outside. The days way back when school was cool. I remember when Nintendo cartridges didn't start working until you blew in it. Then if that didn't work, some alcohol would definitely do the trick. What about going to school in spring losing bus pass because you like to walk with your homies, and when you liked a girl, you stay giving her love taps. And the only diseases we were contracting back then was the cooties, and we had to cure for that. We was like, circle, circle, dot, dot. Now I got my cootie shot. But I remember my first kiss. Happened in the 5th grade. Knees shaking, but it happened with mad chapstick. I'm telling you, it was magic. How about you went to a block party and nobody was packing gats, but we was busting caps from the cap guns with the orange tips, holding tin cans to open hydrants. Back in my days, water balloons meant D-O-O-M for innocent bystanders. Yo, Bloods and Crips was non-existent. Only crews there was were breakdance crews rocking the same flavor lawsuits. I remember hopscotch, pop rocks, 5-cent gums, now laters, excuse me, now and laters, because the name was literal. Stuff stuck in your teeth for days, eating them anyway, lips green, making a mess with sunflower seeds, then planting them in the ground trying to grow a effing tree. But hey, we were kids doing our extraordinary things like snapping into a Slim Jim like my man Macho Man Randy Savage, and wrestling your best friend fighting over who gets to be Hulk Hogan. Running through the house ripping 2 small Fruit Loom t-shirts. Waking up dumb early to watch Saturday morning cartoons like the X-Men or Darkwing Duck or the Thundercats, while all bundled up in a Ninja Turtle bedsheet, wearing a one-piece pajama, eating Kick cereal with the window wide open. Wondering why you was always sick. Mom's talking about get the Vicks. I remember you could get good reception if you touched the antenna with the metal on the window sill. Back when everybody wanted to be like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. There was no MTV, no BET, no 106 with AJ and Free. Back then, everybody was watching regular TV. And at least in Brooklyn, we all know that means channels 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11, and the infamous 13. I remember watching a puzzle place in the middle of the day. Shining Time Station with my homie Thomas the Train. Sesame Street had a better team than the Heat. Wanted to be a part of the Ghost Riders going around solving mysteries with that circular thing. And last but not least, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? But I remember the days when you learned how to defend yourself in a slapbox square until you had beef. But the funny thing about the beef, it was one-on-one and you wasn't getting jumped in. Later on that week, you was the best of buddies playing Scully in the street. Hanging in your boy's house till his mother got tired of the noise and kicked you all out. I remember it was so hot in the summer it felt like I couldn't move. Till I went to that corner store bodega and bought that 25-cent juice, and that was my energy boost. and then the icy man will come around, and I'm just like, yo, let me get a red one with a little bit of blue on top. But I ain't have enough money. He just took what I had and smiled and said, make sure you have my money the next time, man. As he turns his cart, honks the horn with his right hand, and you smile and go about your day knowing the icy man wouldn't even remember your face. But the funny thing about that, you damn sure had no intentions of paying him back anyway. But I remember those days when life was so simple. It was about the little things that made us smile on a daily. Now I just flash to reality, and I want to go back in the days when I was young. I'm not a kid anymore, but some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Thank you. So, yeah, that's the first piece. It's called Remember the Days. The basic motivation behind it, if you haven't got the gist of it or what I was talking about, was the nostalgia of childhood and how, you know, life was generally simple. We really weren't concerned with the bigger issues that we face every day in life, you know, the bigger issues like the war in Iraq, like, you know, Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, or what have you. So that's the basis of the whole poem, that, you know, we get so caught up in our daily grinds day to day that we forget to, you know, reminisce on the good things or the simple things in life that really make life worth living. So this next poem and last poem, so you know, sorry I couldn't be there, you know, scheduling conflicts. We have a show in New York.